Caroline Cundall. I'm from IHG. My history is actually from working in interior design for hotel design, and I worked for GA Design for 15 years in London. My original background and training was in fashion, but I took on interior design when I moved to London from New Zealand in '92, and it always seemed like a logical progression. Probably my career highlights have been working overseas, essentially, and exploring so many countries around the world. But probably my favourite place for working was Japan. I loved working on Japanese projects, and mainly because I love the people. They have a wonderful attention to detail and design sense, and a sense of order and organisation that is beyond everyone else. To be honest, actually, one of the biggest challenges I think in our whole industry is work-life balance, and it's a major problem. And one of my things since I've changed jobs is I've found that working in a corporate company, they are much more geared to discussing work-life balance and actually considering how to deal with it. We all work extremely hard, and it's not that we don't, but I find now that there's much more talk about balancing that out better. I felt in the interior design world that most of the design studios, there's an ethos of just ridiculous deadlines, having to work extremely long hours, extremely late. There's an awful lot of time where you're working so hard that you actually forget to have fun. And that is actually a really key part of anybody's job, and people should be enjoying what they're doing. For me, one of the big issues are ecological issues, and I do see that as being something that has to be addressed more. For example, within the hotels that we design in Europe, I try very hard to use local manufacturers wherever possible. We now, as a company, have a very strong Green Engage concept through IHG. So I think there's a lot of that happening now, and I think that trend will continue.